Okay, I think the camera's on now. Yeah, each time I have to record, I turn off the refrigerator so you can't hear the sound of the refrigerator in the recording, but sometimes I forget to turn it back on, and then when I get home everything's melted. But I just turn it back on and it's okay. Yeah, I just got home from work, so I have a little bit more energy than usual right now, which is good because it means that I can be awake to help you relax. Hi, welcome to Falling Asleep with Mark. I'm Mark. This is a show where I help you fall asleep. And I do that by using my voice and just speaking as I naturally would to help you fall asleep, or even just to keep you company if that's what you need. And when I was a child, kids used to make fun of me because of my voice and tell me that I make people fall asleep. So now I'm using that as my superpower to help people fall asleep. On today's show, we have something really interesting for you. The theme of today is aquatic birds. I love aquatic birds because they're really relaxing and they help you get to sleep, because they're soft and cuddly and fluffy, and they also live near the water or in the water, or they're associated with the aquatic in some manner, which is good because water has a nice soothing vibe to it and helps you to relax when you think about the waves and splashes of water and ocean waves. We're gonna do an ocean wave episode sometime soon. Oh, yeah, I should mention I turned the heat off too so that you can't hear it in the background, but it also makes it really cold because I didn't plan in advance to have it preheated before I started. You might also occasionally hear a dog barking outside, but that's okay because that can be relaxing sometimes. And okay, I'll show you something before we get to the video. This is a special possession of mine that is relevant to the theme of today's show, which is aquatic birds. This is my own aquatic bird. It's a mallard duck. It's made of wood, and I got it at the thrift store. And it has eyes, which I think were expertly crafted. I like to store coins inside of the duck, and I also have a sewing kit. So whenever I need something, I just open up the duck, which is near the front door, and then that helps me to do things I need, like to pay for things when I need to use coins, or when I get like a hole in my shirt and I need to sew it up. Yeah, I'm glad I got to show you that because that's a special possession of mine because I like it. So yeah, let's go ahead and play the video now. I'm going to drink some of my tea for a little bit first. This is chamomile tea, which is another great thing to have when you can't fall asleep. Chamomile is a flower of a plant, and what you do to make the tea is you pull the flowers off the plant and you stick them in water and then you boil them, and it's drinkable. I don't even have trouble falling asleep. I'm like a human sloth. I pretty much can just fall asleep whenever I want to just by talking to myself. But I understand some people can't do that because they don't have my voice, which is why I'm trying to help them to get to sleep. It's also important, I think, to have a good sense of humor. I've been told that when I say things, it sometimes has funniness to it because of the way that I say it. So, in my perspective, I think if you have trouble sleeping, if you have insomnia and can't get to sleep, it's good to stop thinking about how you can't sleep and instead to have a relaxing, funny, soothing time, which is what I'm trying to provide you with the show. I think that's all I want to say right now before I start getting too relaxed. So the aquatic birds episode is going to be great because it has so many aquatic birds in it, and they're flying near the water and swimming in the water and sitting next to the water, which is very relaxing and a very soothing video. So I hope you're feeling relaxed already and are ready to be more relaxed as I narrate this video about the aquatic birds. So I have it on my screen. I'm going to read you the description about what the show is. It's a Creative Commons video and it's really good. So let me pull it up. If you see me looking in the corner, that's just me looking at my computer because it's the only place I can put it. The title of this video is Nature Aquatic Birds Part 1. The great thing about this is that it's only part 1, and I imagine more parts are coming. And this one came from one of my favorite Vimeo uploaders, Vogelband. They make excellent aquatic bird They make excellent aquatic bird videos. Sorry, I had to laugh there for a second. Excellent aquatic bird videos that are Creative Commons licensed, meaning I can use them, and it's also downloadable, which I'm really grateful for. So let's say thanks for Walter Vogelband for making this really nice film so that we're able to enjoy it and to relax from it and to hopefully get to sleep. So I'm going to start playing the video and I'm going to narrate it for you so that you are familiar with what's going on. Aquatic birds is the theme by the Waterfowl Association EU. They do a lot of good works for birds. Here's a nice white stork bird walking in the grass. Oh look, it's a mallard duck. Mallard ducks have green heads if they're males and brown if they're females. There's a bird sitting on a mossy rock in the middle of the lake. And there's a seagull just sitting on a piece of a tree in the water. Justin Hoffman is in this, as well as Fritz Simmons. He does a really good job with the filming of the aquatic birds. There's a heron wading in the nice soothing water. Oh look, it's a pack of penguin-looking birds sitting on the rock next to the lake. Flamingos are birds with 2 legs that are pink because of the food they eat. They often eat shrimp, which have a pink pigment in them, which gives the birds that color. Now we're watching some mallard ducks swimming and wiggling their tails. There are some nice black birds with white faces soothingly moving along the shore. And there's a leaf. Here's a nice grassy area where the birds like to hop through the grass as they frolic and feel happy to be alive. That bird is making a nest in the grasslands, and now it's going to fly away to find some food. There's another nesting bird. It looks happy. Oh, there's another bird that's swimming by the nesting bird. It's done a great job with its nest, which is floating very securely at the top of the water, and it's making sure that the eggs are safe and warm so that in several weeks the baby birds will hatch out of the eggs and will become alive birds. There's a bunch of white stork-looking birds. There are so many birds in the world, thousands and thousands of birds, many of which are aquatic. Aquatic birds, there are many that can also be land birds. All they have to do is to fly away from the water. So we're still at oh look, there are some geese and some goose chicks next to the other white birds. They're in close proximity to each other, but in separate areas so that they are safe and don't have to worry about the other birds fighting them because they need space for themselves. That looks like a mallard duck, but its head is less green and more green-black than usual. There's a white goose next to the mallard duck. One time I went swimming in a lake and there was a white goose and a mallard duck swimming with each other, and they would swim up to the swimmers in the lake really closely and would get right behind their head, and I couldn't tell if it was going to attack me or if it just wanted food. So I tried to stay away and to be a good citizen by not getting too close or messing with the birds. I also want to clarify that I'm not reading from a script. My voice naturally sounds like I'm reading from a script, which is why I do really bad on language oral exams, because when they ask me to speak the language, it sounds like I memorized what I was going to say before I got there, but really I didn't. Those birds are making a show of themselves by displaying their chests highly as they fly through the water. And look at them go. It looks like they're walking on water. I bet I can do that. And it's like they're dancing on water, which is really impressive because not too many birds can do that because it takes a lot of energy. Like chickens wouldn't be able to water dance to such a good level unless it's in a puddle, because chickens have trouble flying more than a few feet at a time. Let's watch the bird as it spreads its wings. Do the same to yourself now. Spread your wings or arms and pretend to be a bird, feeling free and soaring over the water and very relaxed. You're so relaxed because you feel the wind in your face and the smoothness of the air and the water below you. This is a beautiful orange bird. Its beak is long so that it can dip it in the water to catch the food that it eats, which includes worms, small fish, and berries. There it is now trying to eat some food. It likes to slap its wings against the water. These birds look a little too energetic. I would stay away from them. I don't have anything to say about these birds. It's quiet in here. Oh, those birds look nice. I think that's a baby bird that they're guarding. Now here are a bunch of birds congregating on the shore. Some birds fly from the north to the south at certain times of the year, like in the winter, in order to take advantage of the warmer weather in the south. And I think that's what these birds are doing here. They like to huddle together to stay warm, but also because they're very social animals who like to have close company. I'm not very social, so I like to avoid people as much as possible. There's a beautiful flock of sparrows. When they fly, it looks like they are making art. Research the sparrows of Italy, where at a certain time of year this exact thing happens, and it looks majestic. Here is the definition of environment. And as you can probably tell, we are reaching the end of the video. It was a very good one. I've I think we've seen maybe several hundred different species of birds, all in the course of just a few minutes. And the birds were of all different sizes and shapes and colors. One bird had a long beak, and other birds had small beaks, because they have different food sources and different needs for themselves and their species. We also learned how some birds migrate to the south during the winter, and how I have to turn off my refrigerator to record. I hope you've found this video great for yourself, and hopefully at this moment you are feeling sleepy with the nice meditative music in the background, which, by the way, is by, let me remember his name. The music is by MacLeod, and I'll have the name of the song at the bottom in the comments, or the area with the info for you to look at. And don't forget, if you find these videos relaxing and entertaining and humorous, to subscribe and to like the videos at the bottom of the screen. And you can also find out more information of other links and my goals at the description below. So check that out now if you're still awake. And if you're not awake, I'm going to ask you to dream about subscribing to my channel, and to, when you wake up, go to my channel and subscribe to it, and do other things that involve whatever is helpful to me that I don't even know about. So let's say good night, and I'll talk to you later with another episode of something really entertaining, like cauliflower cultivation or how to install storm windows. Bye.